Happy Christmas in July. Jen Coffey here, streaming with you live on QVC.com as we do every Sunday evening. Only tonight, it's a little bit of a weird time. I feel like I'm saying that every week now, but our schedule's been just kind of wacky with all of the Black Friday in July programming, Christmas in July programming, and I'm loving every second of it. So doing my weekly Sunday live stream a little bit early tonight because I'm going on the air at 7 p.m. for 3 hours of shopping. The first hour is going to be all about our today's special value, and then 2 hours of Susan Graver. But that's not why we're here. I don't know. Is it reading backwards to you guys, or is it just me? And I can. No, I don't think I can. Anyway, it says let it snow. I'm sure you can figure that out. We're going to talk about that on the screen because I have a really cool story to tell you about these sweatshirts. And it's actually something that happened today about them that made me cry, like in a really good way. Hi, Sharon from North Carolina. Guys, pretty please, I want to see your comments. Can I just tell you really quickly before I get into the whole Christmas conversation, because I have a question I want to ask you guys that I need help with, like legitimately. But I got from one of our social team members a printout of all of the comments that came in the live stream after my engagement happened. Just of the sweetest comment, most of which I wasn't able to read because they were pouring through so quickly during the live stream. So I'm like reading all of these congratulations and the sweetest, most heartfelt things, and it just brought like tears of joy to my eyes. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, a million times thank you for all of those sweet comments from all of you who hearted and said sweet things a couple of weeks ago. Hi, Millie from Cape May. Hi, Eric from Rochester. Let's see. Ruth. Hi. Okay, Jen, what did Davender make for dinner? Okay, so on my personal Instagram page, I posted a video, just a little snippet of my fiance grilling outside at like 8 o'clock at night. Every American, but my British fiance doesn't eat until 8:30. And I was starving. And everybody was like, well, just eat a snack. And I'm like, no, I want to be hungry for the food because it's so good. So to answer your question, he made salmon burgers. He grilled salmon burgers and a whole bunch of veggies. And it was so good. And I'm dreaming about him again. So we need to have that happen again. Okay, so anyway, I want to get right to it. I want to chat with you about our Christmas in July topic this week. FYI, the big finale of Christmas in July is next Sunday. And of course, I'll be there, I think at the very end of it, right? So Sunday evening. And so that will be our last Christmas in July live stream. Boo. But also, yay, because it means we're going to move on to other topics. And then also it means we're going to come right back to it come, what, November? Because that's when I love to talk about Christmas. I kick in on November 1st. Okay, so first things first, if you're curious about the sweatshirt, this was a launch that happened on Friday afternoon in Perfect Accessory, and it is called the Perfect Accessory Holiday Sweatshirt. And I did a little collaboration with an amazing, amazing small business brand based out of Mississippi. And it's just a small family. I think in total they have like, I'm going to make it up, it's like 20 employees. It's no more than like 30 employees. It's crazy. And they make these varsity lettered sweatshirts in the cutest sayings. And we managed to find them at a trade show like 5 minutes before they were set to close up shop. And so we connected with them and had them do these really cool sweatshirts. And I put the link on our page in case you didn't get to watch the show, because I've been posting pictures like crazy of it. And I hate that, I'm doing that and you may not have the info. This one might be sold out. I remember it was the first one that was gone during the show. So that one says Santa Baby. This one says Let It Snow. I do know that we have some of these left still. Anita says, congrats on the sweatshirt collab. Will you be doing others? Oh, yes. In fact, I have a meeting Tuesday, about a really cool makeup collaboration. And then we have jewelry and I have handbags. I mean, everybody's so excited about all the different collaborations that we're doing. It's a lot of fun. Ignore my Susan Graver tank because I'm wearing that later. Joy to the World. We did that one. Wait, where's the... I have one that says Merry and Bright, but I think that one's sold out too. Anyway, but we're going to have Halloween sweatshirts coming in too. And there's one That's actually hanging amongst all of my disaster situation. And there's a Thanksgiving one in there, but you can't see it because it's not official yet. Okay, Kim, hi from Texas. Love watching you. Congratulations on your engagement. Yay! Thank you, Millie. Yay! Post a picture on my Facebook and Instagram wearing the Let It Snow one. Christy, hi from Kansas City. I just love saying hi back to everybody. Is that boring? What earring were you wearing for the RMS Beauty Show last week? I had a few people ask me that, and I hate that I can't give you like a drill down answer, but I'm not being evasive. I have had those earrings for almost 10 years, and I got them from Rent the Runway. Like I rented them, and I loved them so much that I bought them. And I even went in my website order history to see if I could figure out what brand it was. And it's like such an old order, it wasn't in there. So wish I could help you more, but that was no help at all. Okay, so can I ask everybody my question about Christmas in July? And because I was thinking about this, it actually came up from a comment that somebody had made either last week or the week before. And I was like, you know what? I need to come up with like an answer for this, something to get excited about. Let me go to my fellow live streamers, my fellow friends. Okay, so love you too. I came in late. Where is your beau? Well, he's not here. He's at home. You know, as much as I would love to bring Davender in here with me and have him just like sit in the dressing room the whole time I'm on the air, they don't let me do that. So, and yes, Millie, I will be live tonight, 7 to 10. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna keep your comments coming, but I feel like if I just keep answering them, I'll annoy people. So I'll come back to that in a second. Holiday traditions. My daughter and I have so many of them at this point that it's ridiculous. But also well balanced. Like, I think it's important to have holiday traditions that are fun and, you know, bring a family closer together or your friends closer together, but not so many that it becomes overwhelming, because then it kind of defeats the purpose of the holidays, in my opinion, which is to celebrate and to be joyful. That said, there's always room in my life for one more. So while I do have the traditions of going to New York and Melissa, that's not too personal a question. I'll answer in a second. We go to New York to see the tree, and see the Rockettes. We did that last year. Actually, Davender and I did that last year. It was a lot of fun. And we exchange pajamas on Christmas Eve. I do an advent calendar for my daughter. We actually put we put gifts out for the Icelandic Yule lads that come out. Like, we do international holiday traditions, a lot of them. All right. But I want to start a new one with my fiance and I. So I'm trying to come up with an idea of something that we could, like, obviously we'll decorate the tree together and we'll exchange gifts, and he'll be coming along for all of, you know, my traditional holiday adventures. But what is a new tradition that he and I can start together? So I would love your ideas on that. He celebrates Christmas, and, you know, he loves Christmas, but not to the level of Jen Coffey, which admittedly few people are, right? But so he doesn't really have a lot of like tree. He goes, I put the tree up, and that's about it. And then I buy presents for the people that I love, and that's about it. Cool. But he's about to get a holiday upgrade, right? He's joining my family. So what can we do that would be a new fun tradition? Maybe going somewhere, or cooking something, or making something. I don't know. And I'm not stressed about it because it's going to be exciting, and we'll probably end up coming up with 5 new traditions, but I thought it might be, ooh, that's a good idea, Marianne. So Marianne says maybe an English tradition. He's from England. So, and there's actually a funny story about that, because I asked him, I'm like, is there anything, you know, that British people do at Christmas that's a little bit different? And I know that there are many. He said, the only one I can think of is, you know, we watched the Queen's speech, which would now, of course, be the King's speech. And then we watched James Bond movies. And I was like, okay, yeah, we could totally do that if you want to do that. Like, no judgment, right? So I don't know if we'll be watching James, because I don't really watch anything in particular on Christmas Day. It's all about all the Christmas movies leading up to that. So I guess we'll be watching James Bond movies on Christmas Day. Let's see. Feast of the 7 Fishes on Christmas Eve, but it doesn't have to be exactly 7. Okay, that's a good one. They say Happy Christmas, not Merry. That's true. Create a specialized ornament. Oh, I love these ideas. Oh God, they're coming in so fast. Okay, a yearly ornament. I really dig this one. Oh, HP, drive around looking at Christmas lights. Do you know, growing up in New Orleans, we had Christmas in the Oaks, and I think they call it Holidays in the Oaks now. And it was at a beautiful park in New Orleans, and you could get hot chocolate, even though it was probably still warm, and drive around and look at the Christmas lights. But we also used to do neighborhoods as well. I feel like there aren't as many Christmas lights these days, though. I hope that's not true. Ooh, that's a good one. So Melissa and Kim say make a gingerbread house. I really like that, and I like it because I think we would be the crazy people to actually make all the gingerbread parts, right? Like not go to the grocery and get the kit, like make all the pieces, which might get chaotic. But I watch enough British baking show to be able to pull that off, right? Christmas crackers are English, that's true. Yeah, Cheryl, that's what this is all about, like just trying to come up with our own traditions. But I love tapping into the ingenuity of my friends to kind of get the juices going. Millie says go to church. So our family usually goes to Mass on Christmas Eve, although it's usually a very loose Mass. If you can, children do the nativity and sing all the carols. So it's just like, we just go there to just like gush over how cute all the little ones are. So he'll be doing that. Go see the Nutcracker Ballet. I'm writing these down. Nutcracker Ballet. I love that one. I don't know why that feels like a British thing, because it's not strictly, but I don't know. He's posh. Okay, so ballet, gingerbread house. I really like that one. Making the ornaments. I like that one. Let's see. You, Gabby, and Davender spend Christmas in England. I know we'll do that some year. I don't have off for the Christmas holidays this year, but we are going to, or I am, Davender and I are going to England to meet his side of the family that lives in England still, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, the ornaments, that's a good one. Somebody earlier asked about our ages, which is totally fine. I don't, the only thing you're not getting out of me is my weight. I mean, that's just inappropriate, right? I'm 48 and he's 55. So that is our, our age difference, which is I think it's a good one, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking Nutcracker. I know they do it in Philly every year. So how about adding English Yorkshire puddings to your Christmas menu? Ooh, that's good. I should dig a little deeper into what kind of foods he likes. But he's always cooking. The man loves to cook. So, and I am not complaining. I hit the jackpot. Seriously. So yeah, so maybe that's something that we can do together. I really love all these ideas and I can't thank you enough. So I'm going to give a quick plug actually, because I see some questions coming in that you might have easy answers to if you go to my Facebook page. And it's Jennifer Coffey QVC, because I know you're likely watching through the portal on QVC.com. But if you go to Facebook a little bit later and you click on Jennifer Coffey QVC, I have it pinned to the very top, but my fiance and I did about a 40 minute live stream, and it's recorded. And we answered a lot of those questions, and just kind of, it was so beautiful because he was really moved by how many people, he's like, wow, I can't believe this many people actually care. And I'm like, of course they do. We've all been getting closer over the past 12 years that I've been at QVC, and I don't, I haven't physically met everybody who's here, but I feel like I know you. And I know many of you have said the same, if we have had a chance to meet in person, people have said, gosh, I feel like I know you already. And I know how that feels. And it's a cool thing. Real quick, I wanted to share with you the story about these sweatshirts that literally just happened today. And it was very unexpected. So I got a message on my Instagram from a woman that I had not personally met, but I was familiar with, and she is the owner of the company that makes these holiday sweatshirts. And can I just tell you, it was a reminder of one of the job. She sent me video snippets and photos from the party that her family in Mississippi threw to celebrate their product launching on QVC. And there was a QVC cake. There were, just food everywhere like they do in the South, right? Family members gathered around televisions. Her husband had literally just gotten off the forklift moving product around in their warehouse for the QVC order. And it was video snippets of the people involved in this brand crying while they were watching the presentation from being so excited about how successful the product was. And I was so overwhelmed watching this, guys. It was like, I know that these things happen, but I rarely see them. And to watch that, like, you could hear my voice in the background, and I announced that one of them was sold out, and you could hear people in the room go, oh my God, and just reacting to that. And I thought, it's that great American success story that shows what happens when you work hard, you believe in something, and when it comes to fruition. And for me to be a part of that in any way was so gratifying. And it made me cry. And Davender was right there. He's like, why are you crying? I was like, no, I showed it to him, and he was like, oh my gosh. You might think sometimes that what you do isn't that big a deal, but no matter what your job is, it is a big deal because it touches other people's lives. And, whether it's working in retail, working in the medical community, working in, food service, working in construction, like you are literally touching lives and improving them. And it may not seem like it because we always say you're not curing cancer, and while that's true, if you can bring light into people's lives, I think that is almost as powerful. And so applaud yourself for what you do, no matter what that is. So I am going to wrap up, but I'm absolutely going to go back and read these questions and comments. I'm reading some of the other suggestions. The live stream where she introduced, yes, top of my Facebook page. Is his daughter as young as yours? She's a couple say presents as a lovely man. He is indeed that. Just so happy. Sharon, I'm waiting on my wedding invite. Actually, we're gonna do more live streams because he actually really enjoys them, and we're probably gonna do some on my personal pages as well. So if you want to connect with those, it's just Jennifer Coffey on Instagram. I don't have a personal Facebook. And we're going to do some live streams where we kind of answer those questions and kind of plan the wedding together, because we're doing it very differently than we have in the past, right? So more to come on that. All right, friends, I love you to pieces. I can't thank you enough for all of these kind comments. And keep them coming, right? Go to my Facebook page, go to my Instagram. And I'm keeping track of fun questions that people come up with so that you can continue to get to know them and to... as you have already, welcome him into our little QVC family bubble. So guys, have a great night. I will see you 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Our Susan Graver show, if you regularly watch it, is 8 to 10 tonight instead of 9 to 11. I know we're all over the place. It's kind of fun that way. All right, and I will see you next Sunday for our final Christmas in July live stream. All right, but it's going to be a fun one. Have a great evening, and I will chat you soon. Hugs. Bye.